Employees are one of a business's most valuable assets, and training and developing them is crucial to success. There are many reasons why training and development are important, but the main one is increased productivity. It makes sense that well-trained employees will carry out their tasks more effectively, leading to the production of higher quality goods. Competent employees also provide greater customer service, creating repeat customers for the business.
Employees who feel well equipped to do their job to a high standard have higher levels of motivation and morale. Investing in training and development for employees makes them feel valued and creates opportunities for them to progress within the company. This improves loyalty and staff retention, and this, in turn, reduces costs for the business. This is because money doesn't need to be spent on replacing workers that leave.
When a new employee is hired, they're not often ready to jump right in and start work immediately. Instead, they need to spend some time in meeting their new colleagues and learning how everything works. This is called induction training and allows a new employee to learn how to perform their role properly and begin work as soon as possible.
But induction training is only the first step. Training and development should be an ongoing process, giving employees the opportunity to continually improve their skills. One form of training is informal on-the-job training, which, as you might have guessed, happens in the workplace. It might be done through demonstration, which is where a new employee is shown how to perform a task, or through job shadowing, where they observe a more experienced member of staff performing their job over a longer period of time.
Another option is to give a more experienced staff member responsibility for mentoring or coaching a new employee by assisting and guiding them through various tasks. Finally, there's job rotation. If a hotel receptionist wanted to progress to manager, for example, they might be required to spend time working in the kitchen, the restaurant, and the housekeeping department to gain a better understanding of every aspect of the business.
On-the-job training is effective because it's hands-on and very specific to the role. Employees often learn faster by actually doing the job, and, from the perspective of the business, it's more cost-effective as employees are working at the same time as learning. It does have its disadvantages, however. As training takes place live in the workplace, it can be stressful, and costly mistakes can be made. It's also important for employers to choose wisely which experienced employees will be used for shadowing or coaching, as their behaviours will be replicated by the new employee.
An alternative to on-the-job training is formal off-the-job training. This is where employees are trained externally by a third party. In this situation, an employee could work 4 days each week in their job and attend college for training on the 5th day. Or a sandwich course system may be used, where an employee takes several months out of work to learn new skills. Alternatively, employees might learn independently through a computer-based online training course.
With off-the-job training, the training is provided by qualified outside professionals. The training they provide can be more consistent and comprehensive than that received on the job. Learning in a controlled environment can also be less pressurized. Another benefit is that employees can gain academic or vocational qualifications. This might be achieved through an apprenticeship, which involves a mixture of on-the-job and off-the-job training. For employers, sending existing workers for off-the-job training can be useful if the business can't find external candidates with the necessary skills and qualifications.
But there are also downsides to off-the-job training for employees. Firstly, it's very difficult to fully recreate the customer interaction and working environment that on-the-job training provides, so it might not fully prepare employees for the demands of their role. It's also more expensive for employers in the short term, as employees aren't working full-time while they're training. The most appropriate type of training depends on the business and sector it operates in. In the service sector, on-the-job training is very useful. But often, for more technical and dangerous work in manufacturing or engineering, formal training by third parties is vital to ensure that new employees understand safety procedures before they enter the workplace.
Regular training and development is important for all employees, even those who have been in their jobs for a long time. If new health and safety legislation comes into place, employees need to be trained to comply with it. If a business adopts new technology or production methods, it must train employees to use them to ensure that productivity doesn't suffer. Today, technology is quickly changing the way many businesses operate, and training and developing staff is crucial for keeping up with evolving customer expectations and ensuring that businesses remain competitive.
Target setting and performance reviews are often used by employers to identify areas where staff need more training. One way to increase motivation is to give employees responsibility for their own professional development. This can be done through self-learning, which often involves employees using online resources to learn more about areas that interest them or areas where they feel their skills are lacking.